Sometimes you gotta tell yourself, I want to thank all the people that's not here. Yeah, I want to thank all the people that's not here for showing me their true colors. I want to thank the people that's not here for being themselves and let me know that we don't have nothing in common. Sometimes you got to thank the people that's not here, the whole energy. I want to thank y'all, okay? I want to thank all the nefarious energies that I can't see. I want to thank you. You made me appreciate life just a little bit more. You made me appreciate me just a little bit more. Then you made me appreciate the people I do see a whole lot more. Okay? Yeah, I want to thank those energies. That's the Leo spirit I just gave y'all. Yup, proud. Proud of me, proud of where I'm at. That's the Leo spirit. Shout out to the Leos. Shout out to the Leos. Okay? Y'all can be some prideful individuals. Y'all can be some prideful individuals. Sometimes y'all can be so proud that it can create insecurities. The Leo don't never like to feel like they lacking, they ugly, they less than, they incomplete. They don't like feeling. Other signs can deal with that. The Leo finna go into the darkest places in their spirit when they feel like that. Okay? See, this challenges the way they view themselves. Okay? And they don't like to reorient the way they view themselves. They are deeply rooted in their beliefs. I'm gonna say it again. Leos don't like to challenge the way they view themselves, not to the way that causes evolution. They can do some things, some surface work. Okay? But they need to do a lot of groundwork. Okay? It's as if when the lion peeps that there's a drought coming to the savannah. It's either I can do one or two things. I can try to weather the storm. I can try to be stronger than the heat. Or I can get up and move. It'd be best for that lion to get up and move. They got a whole pride to look after. Okay? Sometimes y'all be so prideful. Okay? Y'all be so prideful, y'all can't even uproot yourselves from belief. Matter of fact, because of y'all, I've learned to never allow any beliefs to attach themselves to me. Okay? So, an unbalanced Leo, what y'all got? Attachment issues. Yeah, you got attachment issues. You attach yourself to things. You want to feel belong. You want to feel like you in the right place. You want to feel like, okay, you amongst your right kind. And all the times you not. So you lied to yourself. You lied to yourself. Okay? And you lying to yourself when the lie ain't even strong as your voice. See, your voice louder than a lie. Okay? Because you got a strong character. Okay, that's deeply embedded inside you. Everybody can't lie to themselves and get away with it. You one of them individuals. Some people lie to themselves and get away with it, and then so much time go by before you even peep the lie. Yeah, but the Leo, you can't lie to yourself. You know, like when you going through the peer pressure, them Leos, you can peer pressure into getting anything out of them. I want you to understand that. Shout out to anybody that know the Leos. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that you can peer pressure them into getting whatever you want out of them. They peer pressurable. Okay, they don't do too good under peer pressure, but I want you to understand why. It's because they want to see people happy. It's because they want to take care of the pride, and they done deemed you part of their pride, so they take care of you. So they go with the peer pressure. They allow people to use them and harm them, because they feel like they're strong enough to deal with it. Okay, but they lied to themselves. Because when they get along, they start breaking themselves down. They feel bad about what they've allowed to pass within their spirit. Yeah, Leo, you can't play with yourself like that. Okay? You can't play with yourself like that. You see, it's a Leo in all of us. Okay? But for those of us that are Leos, Leo suns, Leo risings, Leo moons, I want y'all to understand. I want you to understand, you can't play with yourself like that. You have a very important position on this earth. Your position, okay, is to do exactly what you're doing, to be proud. But you must know why you're proud. You must have righteous things to be proud of. Because if the Leo has righteous things to be proud of, like divinity, if the Leo has righteous things to be proud of, okay, like their leadership qualities and the things that they are attaching themselves to that are positive, if the Leo has great things to be proud of, then the world is a better place. They make the greatest leaders. Okay? They share a lot of resemblance also with their other signs. They got all of us got brother signs. They got Cancer right next to them, brother. Okay? But then they also got sister signs. Signs that share a lot of, that has a correlation. What signs had a correlation with the Leo? Also the Scorpio. Yeah, that also the Scorpio. Why the Scorpio? Y'all gonna like this one. See, the Scorpio and the Leo both holds 8 within a zodiac. Okay, the Scorpio is indeed the 11th month. Okay, not the Scorpio. Excuse me. No, yeah, is we in Scorpio? No, we ain't in Scorpio. We in Libra. We in Libra. We in October. Okay, October hold the 8. Yeah, I make mistakes. October hold the 8. Okay, as well as in the Gregorian calendar, the Leo is also the 8th month. Okay, so they got Libra energy. To find a balance, they must tap into their Libra energy. The Libra is an air sign. The Leo is a fire sign. The fire need air. Okay, but it needs the chaos of the Libra. Remember, if you watch our Libra breakdown, balance isn't two things on the same level. Balance is something more than the other. True balance. Okay? So, nevertheless, the Libra is there to provide that chaos. They are to step in their Libra energy. Step into their 8th energy. I want y'all to understand the way the months go. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So a lot of numbers interchange. Okay? That's why you go to 8 after the Virgo. Okay? Remember, Libra is in October. October is 8. Okay? Then you go into 7. Okay, now I know November is 9, but you go into 7. That's because the 7 and the 9 shares a relationship. That's why the Virgin is the Virgo. 7 holy, but it's also a 9 for a different reason. Okay? So I just want you to understand something. Remember I said 6 meant completion? What happens when we get to the 12? The year is completed, right? Okay. I just want y'all to be picking up what I'm putting down. Make sure you following my classes on numerology if you like to learn about numbers and how they relate to each other. Okay? So nevertheless, Leo better step into their Libra energy. They understand they need the logic of the Libra. Okay? Listen, the Leo is the king or queen. They the leader. I'm going to say it again. The Leo is the leader. Okay? The Leo is the king or the queen. That's what they represent. They are in the 8th month in the Gregorian calendar. They also share a correlation, okay, with another 8 within the Gregorian calendar, and that's the Libras. Okay? Why is this? Because the leader is the only one to bear the scales. The scales of leadership. The scales of Ma'at. Okay? Okay? That's who you get the scales to. The Leo. Okay? Nevertheless, this is their unbalanced nature. When they feeling as though they don't have their scales. When they don't have them scales, they don't feel like leaders. And when they're not feeling like leaders, a Leo is going to feel like a follower. And no one wants a follower for a Leo. It'd be a dog chasing his tail.
So what?
Yeah. When you're dealing with an unbalanced Leo, you're also going to be dealing with a lot of repressed emotions. You're dealing with insecurities. You're dealing with anxiety. They'll have deep insecurities. Matter of fact, they may be the most insecure sign. The Leo. If you're a Leo, you go ahead and give us an amen or an ashe. Yeah. Nevertheless, they can be the most insecure sign because they feel like they have so much weight on them. The weight of the world, the weight of their families, the weight of their friends. They the center of attention for good reason. Anybody know a Leo? If you may not even knew you knew a Leo. You may not have never known you knew a Leo, but you seen one before. Last party you went to, the person in the middle of that dance floor, that was a Leo. They may have also been a host. They may have also been a DJ. That was a Leo. Okay? That was a Leo. So I want you to understand, they wear a lot of pressure, but they can handle the pressure. They're going to need the logic to balance out that pressure. They need to make sure that they're carrying righteous things. They need to make sure that they always operating in their leadership energy. See, leaders going to surround themselves around leaders, and sometimes that Leo can surround themselves around followers. Because everybody want to follow that flame and get a little piece of the heat. Get a little piece of the heat. Everybody want to sit around a campfire of the Leo. Okay? They understand they may not be as pretty as this individual. Leo's finna be born pretty. Male, female, they pretty. I don't know if y'all know. They pretty. And I know, because they from my favorite. Y'all all my favorite, but you know, they some of my favorite. Yeah, they some of my favorite. They pretty. Okay? I done love many Leos and I done raised many Leos. I got several sisters. Most of them Leos. Pretty.
So what?
I ain't seen a flaw on my sisters yet. They flawless victories. Shout out to my sisters too. They all flawless victories. I don't know if I ever even seen a pimple on them. Flawless victories. This how Leos, this how they are. They may not have even shown us. They would never show us flaw. Now the male and the female Leo are a little different now. The male Leo, the weight of their insecurities is heavier. Male Leos go into this slump, this slumber, this very dark place within themselves. When they don't feel like they got enough money, when they don't feel like they're heard, when they don't feel purposeful, they feel lost. They feel displaced. I'm talking about those male Leos. If you know any male Leos, you go ahead and tell them you love them. Yeah, tell them you love them. Family, friend, don't matter who they are. Tell them you love them. Or they gonna give you back tenfold. I promise you that. Remember I say when the Leo is in their position, we all good. We all good when the Leo is in their position, in their rightful energy. Okay? So if you know any Leos, okay, go ahead and tell them you love them. And if you're a Leo and you watching this, know that I love you. Know that you're strong enough. You're strong enough to lead all of the 13. You're strong enough. I want you to understand all of the 13 are divine energies. All of them are leaders. So you're not just leading anybody, you're leading leaders. All of the 13 are leaders. I don't care which one you are. You're a leader. Okay? Your zodiac represents the highest aspect of your evolution. It doesn't represent where you are today all the time, because a lot of you ain't done enough practice. A lot of you ain't done put the work in. The shadow work, the reflective work, a lot of you ain't put the work in. Okay? To be your ascended version. There are ascended signs. Signs that have been putting the work in. You notice when people are, they got the glow. They on they Bruce Leroy. They got the glow. I got the glow. I got the glow. Go ahead and look at me. I got the glow, glowing. I can spit fire right now and I'm glowing so good. I got the glow. Okay? I'm flawless victory. Look at the skin on him. Okay? Look at the hair on him. He done changed about 3 times. I got the glow. Okay? I can't even stink. I passed gas earlier and was trying to figure out what it smelled. I got the glow. I don't even wear soap or deodorant. I got the glow. Haven't wore soap and deodorant in years. I got the glow. Okay? So I want you to understand, your rightful position. Hopefully you done picked up what I'm putting down. If you have, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe. Okay? Depending on where you watch this video at, make sure you visit my YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. All my long form content is there. Okay? My live streams are there. That's where you're going to find them. Okay? Nevertheless, we got a slogan here. Oh yeah, we got a slogan here if y'all ain't know it. I appreciate you too, DJ. We got a slogan here. Since we enrich minds, we enrich spirits, and we enrich bodies, okay, through all this riches is going to grant us enrichment, and all this enrichment is going to grant us the riches we was asking for to change our life. Our slogan is let's get rich, okay? So nevertheless, let's get